Hello, it's week 32 of season 5 of the Andy Griffith Show. This last episode of the season is called Banjo Playing Deputy. Barney, the carnival is still in town, and I'm still out of town, just like last episode. And down at the carnival, Clara and some other lady come out of the exotic Arabian dancer booth, and they say that's disgraceful. And they say that the sheriff should know about this. When they come to Andy to complain, Floyd is with him, and Floyd says he didn't see anything disgraceful about it, and he's seen it 6 times. Andy says he'll go look at it. And he watches it, and afterwards he asks the manager nicely if he could have the lady dancer tone it down a little bit, since some of the ladies have complained, and Andy kind of agrees, sort of. And the manager says, no, we'll just find another carnival. And the manager tells the dancer that they're moving on to pack up, but he fires Jerry Miller, the banjo player who supplied the music for the act. And he won't even pay Jerry his deck salary. So Andy hears of Jerry's predicament, and he offers to put him up on the cot in the deck room of the courthouse. He even offers him supper at his house, since he feels sorry and responsible for Jerry's unemployment. And that night Jerry tells Aunt Dee that he's from Morgantown, West Virginia. She says she lived there for 5 years. Turns out she knows the family. And Aunt Bee convinces Andy to offer Jerry a job down at the courthouse since you're away for a few days. And Jerry's happy about that, but he's already shown how clumsy he is. Yeah, he put the tablecloth in his belt, thinking it was his napkin, and when he got up from the table, he pulled the tablecloth and the dishes right off the table. And then he dropped dishes in the kitchen too. And the next day in the courthouse, Jerry does some chores, practices his banjo, takes some phone messages about trouble down at the carnival, and then he asks Andy whether he can be a deputy. He says he could patrol down at the carnival, since there seems to be trouble down there. And Andy says, let's think about it. And then Andy goes to Mount Pilot to get some rifles worked on, and he tells Jerry to lock the rifle cabinet back up and to hold the fort down until he gets back. But Jerry plays with the rifles for a while before he locks them up, and then he sees the deputy uniform hanging up. I guess it's yours. And he puts it on, and then he goes down to the carnival and starts patrolling, or trying to patrol. Yeah, he sees a fight, and he tries to break it up, but has no success. And then Andy shows up and breaks it up with no problem. And back at the courthouse, Jerry wants another chance. And Andy says, you don't have the experience or the authority. And Aunt Dee hears about it, and she takes Andy off to the side and says, please let him do something, since she knows his family. And Andy goes back to him and says, okay, you can work the school crossing. But he messes that up too. The kids have to help him, as it turns out. And Andy sees it from the patrol car, and he tells Jerry this just isn't working out. So Jerry goes and takes off his uniform. And then Aunt Dee retorts her purse was stolen down at the carnival. And Andy runs down there. And Jerry overhears her, and he knows who took it, because he used to work at the carnival. He finds the guys with her purse and some others that they'd stolen, and says he needs those purses, and they say no, and he starts fighting with them. And Andy hears the fight, and he comes over and stops it. So Andy arrests the guys, and Jerry takes the purses. And Aunt Dee is very thankful when she gets her purse back, and Jerry starts telling her the story of how he did it. Well, I'll see you next week to start season 6. Bye.